2:32 p.m. 11/18/2024. What it do? What it do? This is Latifah by Broken Flavor. Shout out. Probably will never see this. Probably won't matter. But gonna give the flowers and the credit where it's due. Just a little shuffle music for you. Spirit, please guide my hands, my mind, and my heart during this read. Let's see what's popping in the energy today. 10 of Swords at the base of the deck. I posted up an early morning intention, setting 3-card pool for the day. And maybe some of that will come up here. Maybe not. Alright, so 10 of Swords, 2 of Cups in a split. Closing out psychological cycles and emotional crossroads. That's just what I'm getting. Just what it's giving. Hope everyone's doing well today. I'm back. Don't get so excited. Ace of Wands, 2 of Cups. New spiritual beginnings, new courses of action when it comes to inner emotional balance. Coming out of inner split. Inner soul. Hope you're treating yourself well. You should treat yourself. Knight of Pentacles. Message from the physical. Treat yourself. It's kind of going with the energy of my pool from this morning. Do it! Oh, it's showdown time. Second little ditty in my shuffle music is New Year by Joss and Loopholes. We ain't looking for no loopholes. But some may appear. Ace of Wands, 8 of Wands. The Cups underneath. More emotional. Stability up top. Stability down low. Feeling it. Paw at the cards like a kitten. Ooh, maybe a tower coming in for some boosh. About time. Maybe reassessing how you use your energy and your power in the world. Mars energy. Thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening. You ain't gotta be scared of it. Yeah, Storm God on my right hand. Have you ever heard of it? Oh, Joni, baby. Joni. Joni arcing it. First 8 cells of the human body. They don't mutate. Perfectly healthy template is stored there for your life, for your paddling. It's that bass line you can always go back to. Kind of holds the whole tune together, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah. 8 of Wands. 4 of Cups. Yeah, enough emotional energy spilled in the 3D. Time to take it to these spiritual streets with that 1 cup you got left. Yeah. Emotionally shining by yourself, perhaps. So, we'll do another Loopholes track. This one's called Stop Frontin'. Looks like many people are looking to stop fronting. Chariot over the 4 of Cups. I come through. On these ups, I'm the 1 and 2. Anything in the middle, meaning every W. You must be dreaming. Step to me on the mic. I get it on the meter any way that you like, any time, any day. What I say, yeah. And it's justice, and that's justice. Just waiting for the word go. Ooh. Oh, weird niche going on here. Niche, if you will. Yeah, around the 10 of Swords. Closing out those psychological cycles and patterns. Got someone a little like frayed around the edges, which is to be expected. Yeah, got them juggling in the physical a little bit, or feeling juggled. Take it as it fits. Psychological messages, Page of Swords. Giving you what I got. What's coming up? Oh, tipping 2 cups, Justice and Temperance. Coming out of your head about what's just for you, that's what I'm getting. Versus what constitutes justice for other people. So, you don't have to justify your balance and the way you do your balancing act for other people. That's what I got. Spirit coming in hot. Rock on through, just stir the whole pot. Don't really care if you like it or not, I'm there. Do with the madness, you should put down that big cup of sadness. Yeah, Justice. Look at that. Card 11, Justice. 9 of Pentacles. Reaching completion of physical cycles. Chop, 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 chop if you gotta. Get up in that tan, baby. Oh, and come out of the Hangman. Maybe someone's up in their head, not feeling like situations are justified. This That's what it is. This is also the balance point between pride and humility. Sorry, I just gotta get this balance right. Okay. Oh, sticky. It wasn't the best of shuffles. It wasn't the worst of shuffles. But all them feathers getting ruffled. Wow, yeah, 10 of Wands. This was in the higher self position in the last read. Completion of cycles. Starting over at a higher octave on your spiritual path. Yep. Yeah, that's Knight of Wands. That's a message from spiritual plane. Okay, his finger. He like, one time on the wand. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Seeking your own wise counsel. Still, good for you. Good for whoever. And set 3 more. They like this little pattern with me. Spirit. Oh yeah. Yup. Yeah, but this is leading to 6 of Pentacles, harmony, stability, balance, equilibrium in your physical life. More balanced times. Maybe more balanced in your finances. Maybe making moves in the material plane in a balanced way. Balancing situations out. Yup. We're going real basic with these interpretations, but hey. Oh, and this 4 of Pentacles was the top card left in the deck for my pull for this morning. For intention setting for the day. So this was leading energy. Which is like, you know, lead with this energy in yourself. Lead with, you know, your desire for physical, financial, material stability. Alright. One more. Let's see what we got. It's 12:44 on the timer. Gonna try and make it a quick one today. Try, I can't make any promises. Spirit shows me what it shows me when it shows me. And it shows me. Look, King of Pentacles is the base. Fire of Earth, yeah, getting active on the physical plane, getting active in your material world. Temperance, leading out the read for the significator. So this whole thing is going to be about the balance angel. Raffy. Raffing them L's. Cutting your losses. Look, peaceful. Like I could I could balance my emotional states out here with my eyes closed. Yeah. Walking on the water. Yeah, like I got this. It's my mutable fire, right? Yeah. 4 of Wands for the Aquarian. You stable with it. You're getting stable with it. I like to see it. We all like to see it. Alright, Knight of Cups. Crossing for good or for ill. Careful how you communicate your emotions. Careful how you do your self-talk. Careful about your emotional self-dialogue internally too. Yeah, messages on the emotional plane. You might be open to them today. You might be receiving some. Or you might be receiving emotional messages from other people. Yeah. Left hand holding the cup. Spilling out, and don't be afraid to give and receive love. You know, it's a good day for it. What the heck? Yeah, okay. And then we got from in the subconscious self, hidden helper, Earth plane message from Mama Gaia, Mama Earth, like 9 of Pentacles. It's coming. That new cycle in the physical, right? Up top, message from the higher self and the spiritual plane. 9 of Wands to match that 9 of Pence. 99, baby. Highest double master number. My initials add up to 99. I vibe with it. It's a vibe. Right? And then, of course, 9 plus 9 is 18, which reduces to 9 all over again, right? 9 times 9 is 81. The mirror of 18 reduces to 9 all over again. Right? Pretty neat. Those nine energies are pretty magical. All right, so we got Judgment in the recent or distant past. Yeah, that double-crossed energy. Right. So I'm getting unlike last time, I'm getting, like, because of the 9 here and the 9 here, I'm getting that you got it on lock. Like, you're getting it on lock up top and down below with yourself. So that's good. You know, and you're making judgment calls that support that. Yeah. Yeah, you're activating things in your DNA that are merging and moving in sympathetic resonance with the frequency of your higher self. Yes, yes, yes. And you've been doing some work lately on that in the past. Look, they left the E out of Judgment, though. Not to be Judge Judy, like, grammar jerk, but it's just interesting. Right? There's an E in the middle, it's 5. So maybe coming out of those 5 energies, 5 of Cups, 5 of Pants, 5 of Swords, you know, being all up in your face about it. Like I can't really project properly because, like, my energy's bound up. Yeah, so coming out of that, that's good. It's like, I will just cancel that energy right out of my center and, like, do the little balancing act between the two sides. The judge and the meant Latin for mind, right? So being judicious with yourself in the way that you think, being like, oh, I gotta be more fair to myself in situations. Right. So that's good. That's what I'm picking up on. That was weird, but that's what it is. There's a lot of weirdness around here. Weirdness abounds in the world in general. Nobody owes you explanations for it, and you can be weird too, and you don't know anybody an explanation for it either. And Ace of Cups and coming up in the near future, or not too distant future, or in the future, far future. Right, new emotional beginnings, which that's been coming up. Looking like things are leading towards that, and that's giving you more freedom with how you're using your spiritual energy, and more freedom to express it on the earthly plane. Gorgeous. All right. Ooh, general attitude of the Aquarian. We have 3 of Pentacles today. That's a lovely energy. It's a pretty card. So, 3 of Pence, yeah, getting creative on the spiritual plane. Right. Taking creative acts in the material world to manifest. All right, I like it. I like it a lot. And also communicating. Like, if you need to communicate some things to some people to, like, clear things up, balance things up, so that you can free up more creative energy to not be tired in the physical, like you wake up feeling sluggish or whatever. Like, you're doing some more things that you need to do to make sure that your energy's up during the day, you know, and then so you can rest peacefully at night too. That's good. So that's general attitude of the Aquarian towards a situation. And then we got another 3 of Swords out here. Heartbreak. We got general effect of the environment on the Aquarian. And this could be your internal emotional environment, or it could be your apparent external environment. There's not really much difference. So, 3 of Swords, yeah. Like, you are conquering your suffering. That's what I'm getting. I'm not getting, like, you're sitting in suffering. I'm getting that you are becoming a lord of suffering. Like, you use your suffering in wise ways. Like, oh, I know I'm going to be in a funk this week, you know? Because such and such and so and this and that is being this and that and such and such a way, and I can't do anything about that. I can't choose for them, so I can choose for myself, you know? And if I'm gonna sit in this sometimes, then I'm gonna be using it to my benefit, right? This is also about emotional creativity. Just like this is about, you know, taking steps, creative steps in the physical, threes, all right? So this is also like going back to your self-talk, how you're judging yourself in situations emotionally, right? So, and how you're making new emotional beginnings in yourself, starting new cycles emotionally with yourself. Like this is being creative with your, it's knowing that, all right, so 4 noble truths in Buddhism, like the first noble truth they tend to say is life is suffering. No, it's not. I tend to think that's a mistranslation. I prefer to think of it and read it as the living are suffering. The living suffer. It's a part of life, right? So if the living suffer, and there's going to be times where you suffer or you struggle or you strife or you know, strug life, you know, then you don't have to make it any harder on yourself, right? You can pour it into your creativity, which is 3. You can communicate lovingly to yourself internally, which is 3 of, you know, swords. So this is about emotional energy, but it's also about psychological energy. You know, it's about how you're feeding your psyche, your spirit. Psyche is just Greek. Psyche is Greek for soul. So, and your soul is made up of spirit. So, yeah, it's not letting I'm getting that this is in this position today. It's just like not letting not letting the people, places, things in your environment, you know, that you maybe feel stuck in or stuck with, you know, and they have their patterning too, you know, and then maybe you work hard to come out of yours and pull yourself out of your doldrums. Maybe others don't, and they like to sit in this. So it's like, yeah, they have that choice. They can do that, but you don't have to let it pollute your mentation. 3 energy, right? This is some mercurial. Plus, it's also Empress vibes. It's like treat yourself, right? Treat yourself well. Like, don't let those things determine how you're, you know, going to psychologically handle your suffering. All right, moving on. 2 of Cups and the hopes and fears. Cool. Like you're seeing like. When it comes to my hopes and fears, like, my internal alchemy is at stake. Like, my balance is at stake. But knowing also that, like, through the undulations of life and the patterns that you go through, it's always going to have a mean and a median and a balance point. It's always going to return to, like, a baseline, right? So as you elevate to a new cycle emotionally with yourself and a new way of, like, experiencing and being with your emotions of all forms, you know, in all shades, in all flavors, in all seasons, right? You're going to have more of this High Priestess 2 energy, right? You're gonna have more access to tools and creative ways to deal with your lunar current, and be able to self-reflect. Yeah, because this is emotional, but think about the 2 of Swords, where it's like you go into self-reflection, self-repose. So it's like knowing, like, oh my God, I'm gonna flip a bitch switch on people today if I don't, like, go and take a little time for myself and do some nice things for myself, right? Right? If I don't go sit and, like, harmonize my own energy emotionally. Kitty's got claws and she's gonna use them. Yeah, so do that. That's good. It looks like that's hopes and fears. It's like, it's 2 energy, you know, and it's very 2 hopes and fears of the querent. So yeah, that's a positive note, I think. We're coming out in the outcome with the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, and this is going to be reflected in your material world, right? Because we're all projectors, reflectors, you know, transducers, manifestors, you know. We're all generating You know, we all have the generative principle moving through us, and we all have the, you know, the receptive side. So we're always churning energies out, and we're always taking energies in. It's just like breathing in and out, baby. It's two, right? So maybe one way to do this is to get in touch with your breath. Like, go and sit somewhere nice in the physical. Like this Two of Pentacles could just be like you and a tree, you know, or you picking your cat up, putting your cat in your lap, and just petting your cat for a while, and just chilling with the, you know what I mean, like animal, like getting your animal self like calm down, your animal aspect of your soul. So that's pretty. I like that energy. Right. All right. And then clarifying Two of Pence, we've got the Ten of Thorns. Wasn't that at the base of the deck at the beginning? So yeah, this is going to be key for closing out these psychological patternings and cycles, right? So that things reflect more how you really view yourself and how you really feel in your physical. So it reflects in the material more, in a more high resolution way for you, okay? So Ten of Swords, that's good. That's good in this instance. All right, and then following that, we've got the Five of Pentacles, right? Look at those hands out. Like, be open to receive, right? Be open to receive from the earth. Be open to receive that current of change in your physical, all right? Be open to have eyes to see for it too, right? Like, be careful what you're projecting, you know, onto the world. Five, it's projection, all right? It's your charge. You're choosing what to do with it more wisely in every moment, right? As you breathe with the earth into a Pentacles energy, in and out, in and out. You know, like you are manifesting with your breath, all right? Yeah, and Ten of Swords, that's air, right? So you're getting it on lock that way, and that's getting you into a new patterning and a new cycle for yourself. I like it. I love it. Let's see more of it. What's third? Oh, yeah, and it's bringing in justice, right? And it's activating the 11 energy, the first master number, which is the psychic mastery number, right? So don't be afraid to side-eye shit. You're allowed. You're allowed to use your discernment, right? Like, because some things the only one that can bring you justice internally is you, right? She's like, which way you want it? Right hand, I got the sword. Left hand, I got the scales. You know? Like, do you want to receive a truce energy? Or do you want to lose your head about shit? All right. And it looks like you're not willing to sacrifice your own head and your own peace and sanity. You know? So learning how balancing your head and your heart energies is creating and restoring balance in the physical Two of Pentacles outcome. So that's very clarifying from my angle of approach. All right, so we've got clarifying those further. We've got Six of Pentacles, harmony, like making it grounded in the physical. Like, you decide, you know? You decide. You can restore harmony to yourself and balance to yourself. Yeah, it's active principle. It's the right hand. Like, you're generating it, right? Not circumstances, not other people. Don't be inviting people into your energy in ways that you don't need to, okay? Yeah, and it's like, King of Swords is next, so it's fire in the mind, right? So it's like you have the gusto mentally, right? So you don't have to ask for anything from anyone else. Like, if you were asking for a handout in the physical, it would be left hand, right? Be like, please, can I have some more? But no, it's right hand. It's like, no, I'm holding my own balance and my own harmony in the physical, right? So it's like, you don't have to ask of the world, anything that you're already capable of doing for yourself. Yeah, and taking, action in your mental plane with yourself, which means even reforming your thoughts, and knowing, you have the power, the sword is sheathed, it's behind the back, right, it's left hand holding it. It's like I'm receiving divine wisdom too from the spiritual plane. Kings is fire, that's the spiritual plane, right? He's holding the sword in his left hand. It's like I can draw this out from the spiritual plane anytime I need that guidance, right? And it's also left hand, I'm willing to receive it. I'm able to be a receiver for that, right? Like a beacon. Like, call it in with your breath. Ground it. That's your outcome, right? Ooh, spirit, you a smoke show today, baby. I love it. All right, we're closing it out. On the Lovers, left at the top of the deck. So leading energy, lead with love. And that means self-love, right? Being selfish just means to be yourself, right? Like, be grounded in the notion that you're kind of your own lover first, right? Yeah, and being loving in your mind towards yourself, being loving in your mind towards the way you're witnessing for the things going on in the world, right? Because you can get all worked up about what's going on in the world, and it's like, you're not getting paid any energy to do that. All it's gonna do is imbalance you. All it's gonna do is make you feel like a frustrated child with yourself, right? Gemini energy, the child, right? But it's also the aspect in the upright of having a mind like a child, where you can see disaster going on around you, but also a kid won't know any better, and a child will just be oh, you can see an explosion happen in the physical, right? And the kid will just be cool, but look at all the colors, whoa, fire, neat, you know what I mean? That's a little kid thinks. So it's look with the child's mind, look with the eyes of a child, strip all the veils away and just remain in your own sense of innocence about the world if you need to, right? And know that you're not alone. You have ancestral help and you have spirit willing to give you guidance in moments where it's get the brown paper bag out, I'm about to hyperventilate and turn up and pop off on this place. Yeah, don't do that. We all have our anxieties, you know what I mean? It's more about follow the trail, the breadcrumb trail that your feelings are giving you. Where am I too open in my energetic field? Where am I feeling this coming from in myself and in my body too? It's a big one. Just ask yourself those questions. Be inquisitive like a child about it. Be yeah, but why? Yeah, but why? But how come? How come, Mom? You know what I mean? The kid will just ask why over and over. Every answer leads to the same question. Yeah, but why? Yeah, but why that too? Yeah, but why the other thing? Why the next thing? And it's just yeah, be that way. And you can ask the world, you can question and answer with the material world, with the material plane, right? But you can do it internally in your own biology, right? Woo! So 6, yeah, harmony. It's gonna be harmonious though. Sometimes people are afraid to be in that energy with themselves because they feel childish, but it's it's gonna be more harmonious than pretending to be an adult all the time. You won't see the kingdom you want unless you see with the eyes of a child. You need, and this is all about, these past couple reads are all about looking at those patternings in yourself, right? So, coming up on almost 35 minutes, closing it out in a sec. King of Pentacles left at the base of the deck, so root and foundation energy, right? Still at the base. This was the base when we started, before I spread them. So, taking action in the physical, and sometimes that just means sit on your ass and breathe that holy fire, close your eyes and feel it, right? Sit with it, let it nest in you, let it embed in your biology, right? Yeah, and maybe calm down from fiery motion, like a Tasmanian devil of activity in the physical, like know when to take breaks, right? It's like, all right, I'm on. I probably got an hour or two in me of being like fully on, right? And then I maybe have to take a break for half an hour or so, or 45 minutes, right? Or maybe you need to take a midday nap, right? Right? Get off that vertical plane and get horizontal, right? And you can access that. You can access that flow, that holy fire that way too, right? Actually opens you up to all 9 in a different way, all 9 dimensions that you're accessing, right? We got 9 of Wands, higher self. That's that holy fire, right? That spiritual fire that moves through you and courses through your physical, through all 9 dimensions that your physical accesses. 9 of Pence in the subconscious self, right? So yeah, nice spirit. All right, yeah, King of Cups. Yeah, King of Cups under the Lovers at the top of the deck. This is giving me like underneath, you might be a little fiery emotionally, right? But don't be afraid to be playful with that energy, with the Lovers on the top, you know? Don't lead with this, lead with the love, right? Yeah, taking action in the emotional plane, right? And you can be cool and chill with yourself about it and how you do it, you know? Doesn't have to be all gung-ho all the time. Yeah, and seek repose, hermit under that, right? If you need to be like, where's my hobbit hole? Where's my cave? Let me go climb into that and just chill and not be around people. One of the first pieces of advice like any guru or spiritual master will usually give people is like, hey, get the hell away from all these people. They're crazy. Get away from, get out of other people's energy and get them out of yours. Like, go off by yourself. Do the hermit thing. Yeah? Go find a cave to meditate in or something. Right. Cool. I like that. I'm going to close out on that hermit card because you're looking at one. All right? And I don't know, maybe I'm extra good at reading the symbol sets today. So I'm wearing a shirt with Arthur Rimbaud, one of the, like, the founder of like the symbolism movement in poetry. Yeah, and also 4 quadrants, all that jazz. So I hope that's been helpful. Let's close out with a couple of Menti Oracle cards, shall we? Let's get 3, huh, Spirit? Since there's so much 3 energy up in here. 3 of Pentacles, attitude of the querent. 3 of Swords, effect of the environment. Like, this is giving like, wasting my money, right? Yeah, 3 of Pentacles, right? Like, I'm being super creative in the physical, right? And then effects of the environment is like, yeah, but we're gonna super be creative about working your last nerve psychologically. Nip, 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 nip. Like every time they poke the bear, they're gonna poke it 3 times in a row. Like, jab, jab, jab. Yeah, alright. You can let them just astound them with your acumen about how, like, balanced you are in your inner alchemy. Like, you don't even need to offer a response most of the time. I like to do that, just let people say dumb shit and then, like, just leave it where it is, as it is. Let their words echo into space forever. Yeah, and they get no response, and then they gotta sit with it. It's like, you can't go, it's gotta go somewhere, it ain't going to me. Like, no, I do not consent to that, thank you. I'll pass, hard no. How about a nah? Yeah, so you're allowed to do that. Woo! Yeah, and you don't always have to listen to opposing opinions. Some people just want to be oppositional because they want to, like, feel some kind of way, or they want to feel relevant in a scenario. Right. While you're trying to achieve with integrity. This is what you're trying to lead with, right? This is what people are trying to get you to do. like get up in your lower centers and get you like worked up to do this. Yeah, but you need to care about my opinion. No, not necessarily. Hey, maybe I can set some time aside tomorrow with you to talk about your opinion that never seemed to fucking change. That's what I'm saying. Like, people will be on that, and you can let them be on that. But the significator of this read is temperance, so you can't let it affect your ability to like have your own rhythm and flow with how you're balancing your energies for yourself, or else you're not going to be good for anybody anyway. Okay, let's get 3 shuffles in. I'm running out of room. Maybe you feel like you're running out of room. Maybe you feel like you don't have emotional space to do this stuff. Think about how expansive your internal world is, though. You got all the space you need. You always got all the space you need inside to think and feel how you want. Think about that. And that is where it's going to count, right? And some people are just stuck with their energies. They're not going to like, they're going to stubbornly be like, and grip their own vibe, and they're not going to let it materialize through them. So why should you let their projections materialize through you? Why should you let it trigger you? Like, you're too busy getting cosmically triggered, you know, with your own process. Yeah, and you're doing the best you can with it in the present, right? Yeah, maybe in the past it was, I listened to opposing opinions. Maybe in the present and for the future, you're just like, yeah, hold up. Look at her hands, like, I'm too busy doing the best I can for myself. Like, some people are just gonna have to deal with their own stuff on their own. That's okay. Dos. X. Right. Dime, right, dime. Tell me, right. What's going on? What's going on? You're about to find out. You're about to find out. Yeah. Yeah. I am peaceful. Sometimes you have to forego listening to opposing opinions with others so that you can maintain peace and balance and harmony in yourself. So you're not constantly having to go to a source and restore that thing every 5 minutes because someone wants to have a feeling and they want you to be responsible for it. It's like, nah. No, you have a whole dielectric structure and patterning and reality tunnel that dictates what feelings you're going to access or not, and you're going to see what you're looking for in situations. So you seems like a person who's ready to who's trying to take full responsibility for that in themselves. So sometimes that responsibility is going to entail like letting other people do that for themselves too, right? Like, you don't always have to help. Sometimes people miss you or they just want to feel relevant still, so they want you to help them with something, but it's like they don't really need your help. They just want you around. You know? They maybe aren't around for you so much because they're not wired to be. And that's okay too. But you don't, sometimes people just want you around for like the perks of it, like energetically. So, yeah. That's what's good. Yeah. I am peaceful with my past, left hand, in the present, because in the present and for the foreseeable future, I follow my inner guidance, not other people's inner guidance systems, because they can be tweaked in all kinds of ways that you can't be accountable for, right? So you're saying one more? Yeah, one more. I'm saying go for it. Extra stable on the table. Oh, okay. Yeah. And in this, because you follow your own inner guidance, you can be trusted. If you're all over the place, you can't be trusted. If you're all over the place with this, you can't be trusted. You can't even trust yourself. There's a Built to Spill song, the line that goes, "You can't trust anyone, 'cause you're untrustable. How can you trust someone you know can't trust you?" A little bit of like polarity with it. Yeah. Alright, that's good stuff. Let's give it a little split. We're getting up on 45:35. Time. Well, I hope this has been illuminating. I didn't use the illuminated deck, gilded deck. I'm using this new deck now. It's very colorful. It's very vibrant. I like it. Spirit's been kind of like, reach for that. Like they want to take a break on that other one. A lot of the same stuff keeps coming up with that other one too, so I've just been letting it just marinate in stillness. Base of the deck, I care for the earth, right? So caring for your physical vessel is included in that, right? Caring for yourself as an active principle that is earthly, right? And care is 4th house, I feel, right? So maybe some 4th house activities, doing things that make you feel good, doing little things in your day that help you keep your day straight, that help you keep on track, right? What do we got? I invoke laughter. That would be one of them. Like, yeah. Be a clown, be a clown, be a clown. Don't care if anyone doesn't get your sense of humor. If you can make yourself laugh, oh my God. I was cracking myself up the other night. Like, I could not stop. I was already, like, naturally high. And just chilling, breathing, drinking my water. And then, like, it was because of how I was choosing to witness things going on. I was just like, I can't believe I just laughed that hard. Like, it fits of laughter for like a half hour, 40 minutes straight. And then like, I was just like, oh, like I was so good. It was awesome. Right? So in laughter, poke fun at yourself if you want. Poke fun at situations to yourself if you want. Look at this. All these vultures hanging around this jester girl. Right? And the court jester, in some traditions, it's like the jester is the brother of the king or the twin of the king, and the jester is like the only one that can make fun of the king and get away with making fun of the king. So the jester does all these like antics in the court, right? And then the king has a way to see like the real reactions around like the taboos and the comedic acts, right? The art of comedy is all based around taboo busting, right? It gives the king a chance to see, like, if the jester is like making fun of the edicts and the policies and what the king wants to do, like the king can get a gauge on who in the court really agrees with the king or really is just like, that's not even funny, like that's a serious matter, you know? Like, so yeah. And sometimes if the king is the twin, if the king and the jester are like twins or relatives or something, they kind of look like, the king will actually play the fool and let the jester sit on the throne. So yeah, sometimes you gotta let that happen. Sometimes you gotta be like, I'm just gonna step off my throne and have a silly ghost time with myself. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's good. And it's a very powerful clearer and banisher of stale, stagnant energies, which goes along with this temperance here. All right? And sometimes you judge situations and you're just like, yeah, that's funny. Like, yeah, so you don't have to take every little thing from every little situation, every single person seriously. You don't. They're not entitled to, all of that. So if you need to be a goof on it, then be a goof on it. If you need to smirk at it in yourself, then smirk at it in yourself. Yeah, be a boss, but be like, sometimes you gotta be a clown boss, right? And be playful, right? Goes along with this lovers Lead with the love. Lead with the childlike nature, right? Be creative with it. Get creative. Don't be afraid to, get excited and make stuff. Yeah. Coming out after that, we have I Embrace the All. Well, as I'm saying, like, you can't be serious all the time. You can't be in joke mode all the time either. But sometimes serious things are ridiculous and they're deserving of your ridicule and your condemnation. Then you can be playful with it too, And sometimes, things that are have been ridiculous for so long, they need to be like seriously addressed. Like, yeah, I was playing and it was cool, joke was funny for a while, but it's not anymore. Don't make me take this sword out. It's like, I can show love, but enough. Like, you can reach your limits too, that's okay. So, embrace all of yourself, right? Invoke the laughter, and activate your inner class clown with yourself, Like, we've all got sub-personalities dancing around that main one, and there's a class clown in all of us, right? And the main persona is just like teacher, right? So, like, don't be afraid to make fun of the parts of yourself that, like, are too serious and, like, so serious that, like, they lead you into ruin over and over again because you took something too seriously. Yeah. I honor animals with reverence. Yeah, and that's a part of your animal nature, too. Honor animals with reverence. Yeah, so. Oh, she's got a little hummingbird in her right hand. Snake up top. Yeah. Like, a hummingbird has the fastest heartbeat of any animal, right? But she's in repose. She's got her left arm around the feline. She's receiving this holy fire energy in such a graceful way, right? And you wouldn't be able to tell because she's in repose that her heart is beating the fastest and it's the most alive, right? And the sun shines from behind her, right? So she meditates kindly on her past, her foibles, her flaws, her kerfuffles. Whoa. Yeah, that's a funny word. It might invoke laughter. Yeah, so I embrace the all. That kind of goes with it. It's like you gotta embrace your higher and your lower nature, right? Sometimes your lower nature is laughing at your higher nature, or like how you posture yourself with yourself. Sometimes your higher nature is like, yeah, lower nature, we'll see. I'll have the laugh later on. It's a back and forth. It's like playful, right? The nature of like spirit's interrelationship with the body. Like, bodies are funny. Like, having a body is a goofy thing, kind of, So, maybe dancing, getting that. Maybe, like, some fun, goofy dancing. When you're in a bad mood and someone just comes up to you and just starts busting a move with you and, like, trying to get you to dance with them. There's, like, not even any music playing. Like, oh, they're hearing the music. Yeah, because they're embracing the all. Yeah, which is that current up the middle, right? I like it. All right, yeah. Whew. And in caring for that aspect of yourself, I care for the earth. Don't worry. You're gonna do good. I do good. Right? This is fine. Hey, don't sweat it. Yeah. Communicate towards yourself with compassion. The more you do that with yourself, the more you'll be able to have that in a solid way towards other people, right? And then perhaps you can come and listen to the opposing opinions, right? But they're just opinions. They're not sacrosanct with the truth. Right? They're an aspect of truth for someone, right? Yeah. I dig it. Here we go. Yeah, okay. 2 more. So I speak with good intent, right? I respect the property of others, right? Speaking with good intent sometimes involves saying, hey, all that baggage, unchecked baggage you're doing with and working through, that's your property, right? You don't have to leave people hanging. If you got the time and the energy and the attention to offer them, that's cool, right? You want to ultimately embrace the all in yourself, you're going to have to embrace it in other people sometimes. Sometimes you're not going to have the energy for it, right? But, you know, there's a part of you, this dragonfly nature in your crown that says, I affirm that all life is sacred, but you include yourself in that, right? Take time out if you need to, right? Yeah, I'm peaceful. Be peaceful, right? Like, this is going to disturb my peace, and I'm humble enough to know what I can handle and what I can't handle in moments, right? I know I can give blessings, but I need to remain in balance with my emotions, right? And if I don't feel someone is deserving of those blessings right now, then I am open to love in various forms, and that means self-love and having a little respite from all that. Yeah, so you can advance through your own abilities. God, I love this deck. Yeah, and that way you'll be able to further care for the earth and care for yourself. So that's what I got, 56:35 on the timer. Dragged it out a little longer than I wanted to, but I hope that's been good. I hope it was as good for you as it was for me. This is called Hold On. This is another Loopholes track. Right? Ooh, what fell out? Yes, these three just fell right out. We'll close on these.
We'd like to dedicate this special song to you. Check it out, it's all for you.
Right. King of Pentacles was on the floor. Right? So if you have to be active in the physical, stay grounded with yourself, okay? And don't forget to celebrate the signs of your advancement, okay? That's what I got. That's what I got. That's what I got. All right. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great whatever, wherever you are. Closing out at 3:29 p.m., 11/18/2024. Fatah gonna get his little clay mug on the potter's wheel of the heart. Love y'all. Whoever watches this, whoever doesn't get to see it, whoever sees it in a future hour, coming up on an hour now. Yeah, and I'm gonna start posting daily morning intent 3-card pulls. So those will be a regular thing. They'll be a little more in depth, like the descriptors I had for each card today. And the energies were very fitting, I found. Like, I'm just doing collectives out here right now, so if this resonated with you, I'm glad for it. If you got anything out of it, I'm glad for it. If you were just bored and you merely wanted to be entertained, I'm also glad for that. Because I got a little bit of the entertainer in me. It's playful vibes here with Rye. What can I say? Alright. Hope you have a beautiful time of it. And that's what I got. Peace, y'all.